Hey A&Pers, this is Dr. Jones with our first Digestive Lab video. So this is A&P II Lab Test 3, Lab Video 3. So digestive, we're going straight back to this flat head model. And now we have the oral cavity. The labia are the lips. Labia means lips, just like labia means lips. Cheeks you can't see on this model, but they're your cheeks. And this whole thing right here is your tongue. The lingual frenulum is the little thing right here, midline. Let me pull this jaw off. Yeah, right here, midline. So when you hold your tongue up, you can see that little kind of membrane down the middle. That's the lingual frenulum. Where were we? Okay, so the parotid salivary glands are on the jaw, and I don't have one of those right here, and they're superficial to the masseter muscle, lateral and a little posterior to the masseter muscle, and there's a little tube that runs over the masseter muscle. That's the parotid duct. And then on this one, you can see the submandibular salivary gland. The submandibular duct comes up here. If you know anyone that gleeks people, that's how they do it. The submandibular gland, the submandibular duct. And then the sublingual gland is right under the tongue. So this is the sublingual gland. And all those tiny little tubes in there, are sublingual ducts. Okay, now let's talk about the teeth. So there are three regions of the tooth you need to know. The crown is the visible part, the top part. The neck is the narrowest portion, and in the jaw is the root. So the gingiva are the gums. The gingival sulcus is that little indent. It's where you floss, but it does go around the tooth three-dimensionally. The enamel is the outer surface of the crown. It is the hardest substance you make. It's harder than bone. And the dentin is underneath that. So all of this here is dentin. Pulp cavity is the space in the center where the pulp is. The root canal is right here, the canal in the root for the neurovascular bundle. So you've got a nerve and an artery and a vein. Apical foramen is the whole foramen at the apex, pointy part. And that's where the blood vessels and the neurovascular bundle go in and out of the tip, the apex of the tooth. Periodontal ligament are these stripes. And the periodontal ligament, if you remember gomphosis from last semester, it's what holds your tooth into the jaw. So it connects the tooth to the, and this is the bone of the jaw. Cementum is this covering right here, also here, and a little bit right there. So the dentin is porous and should always be covered. So the enamel covers it or the cementum covers it. The primary teeth, I don't think they're on this model. Primary teeth are the baby teeth, the deciduous dentition. Secondary teeth are the adult teeth. Okay, and then we've got central incisor, so top and bottom, lateral incisor, top and bottom, cuspids, canines, and then bicuspids or premolars, and then molars. Put a star on that. And you can also see those down here, central incisors, lateral incisors, cuspids, and these are the pointy ones, canines, like dog teeth, and then two premolars, and then three molars. So if you have one central incisor here, and this is just half, then how many do you have in the body? 4. 4 lateral incisors, 4 cuspids, but then we have 2 bicuspids. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 8. And then the molars, so that's 3, 6, 9, 12 molars. And the last molars on both sides here are your wisdom teeth. So your wisdom teeth are included in the count of the molars. And this is the hard palate, the roof of the mouth, and you can see the uvula here. Okay, so let's do that same thing on our other tooth model. Okay, so region, crown, neck. This one's got 3 roots, the molars have 3 roots. This substance is the enamel. This is the cementum. Here you can see the pulp, and what's left behind where the pulp isn't is the pulp cavity. And then there's the root canal and the apical foramen, and you can see the little neurovascular bundles come out of the apical foramen. So, pretty neat. All right, well, that's 6 minutes. We will start again with the next video and go through the big models of the digestive tract. The education must go on. Dr. J out.